Hello, guys, and welcome to episode 3 of Eat at Joe's. Tonight we have a special episode, and we are interviewing my parents, Mama and Papa Fry. Say hello to the people, guys.
Hey,
Hello.
hello.
So, welcome to Eat at Joe's. It is the only podcast that you are allowed and encouraged to talk with your mouth full. What is everyone eating tonight?
Well, I have cashews.
Yeah,
Okay.
we already had our dinner, so I'm now having my new favorite snack, which is veggie straws.
Okay. Are they just sea salt or are they ranch flavored?
Diesel. We can't find the ranch flavored.
Oh my gosh. Go to Walmart.
All right, we'll have to give that a
Okay.
try.
Mm. I used to eat veggie straws a lot in college.
Oh, we just found them. A little late, I guess.
Well, I myself am having pizza rolls tonight.
Nice. What
Oh,
kind? What flavor?
Combination.
Very good.
how can you have those?
I can't.
Joseph?
Don't worry, I only have 5. So, I think I would keeping in the food topic, I want to start off with our first question. What is your guys' favorite foods?
Oh, gosh. I like all sorts of foods, but I do like pizza. That's one of my favorites.
Okay.
Okay.
What kind of pizza?
Deep dish, spinach.
Okay. Sticking with the true Illinoisan.
Yep, I do like that.
Dad, what about you?
I like comfort food.
Such
So
as?
chicken and noodles, chicken and dumplings,
Mm,
um, different types of soups and chili and
mm. I
uh,
hear that. I'm
Things that
actually I'm actually gonna make that zuppa Toscana this weekend, I think.
Ooh,
that is a
that
good
sounds,
one.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Hmm.
He likes things that he knows that I can't make.
That is true, Mom. Unless Dad gets a craving for enchiladas, he's kind of.
I like that stuff too.
So, Dad, are you still mowing currently, or has it died down for you?
It's picking back up again. We got some rain, so it's starting to grow again.
All right. You still have your 30 lawns?
35 lawns, yes, I do.
And what is the name of your company?
Three sons and a dad, lawn care.
And how long have you had this company?
Well, 3 years full time,
Gotcha.
but I've been dabbling in it for 20 years.
You've had your foot in the lawn care market for
Yeah.
a few years.
Took me a while to pull the trigger and go full time.
He had the three sons until they all moved away, and now it's just a dad.
Yeah. Well, we weren't getting paid enough. We had to leave.
That Mountain Dew payment just wasn't cutting
Yeah, I mean, I was hoping for 32 ounces, but I only got the 20 every time. So,
it. Well,
We
he
didn't want
knew.
you to go schizophrenic.
so Dad, what did you major in college?
Actually, I was a pre-med major, biology.
And is that the degree you received when you left, or
Yes,
okay,
well, biology degree.
okay. And Mom, you were a television and communications?
Television and advertising.
Okay. And Dad, you ended up going into insurance, but what did you do exactly?
Well, when I went into the insurance business, I was basically a claims adjuster.
Okay, and so what did you do? What does that mean
Well,
Well,
for
like
the layman? The
insurance, you pay a premium and you're insured against certain risks. And if a risk would occur, like hail damage on your roof, or if you got in an automobile accident, then the insurance companies would need people to go out and investigate and adjust the claim, write estimates, determine how much the insurance company would need to pay to put the insured back in the place they were before the accident.
So how much it would cost to repair your car to get it back to the way it was.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Did you get anyone that was really angry at you for not like giving them enough money?
On occasion, not too often.
Yeah. Country companies is nice like that.
we made sure we kept our insureds happy.
Yeah. Unlike that State Farm.
Oh, wow. No.
I can't say that. I'm insured by State Farm, so.
Yeah.
And Mom, what was your
Companies, they paid us
Yes.
very well to
They
keep
were-
you kids fed.
They allowed us to raise our 3 boys.
Yep.
That's true. And we were not wanting when we were growing up, so
Yeah.
I guess I can't say much.
No.
Although a PlayStation would have been nice. Mom, what was your first job out of college?
Oh, my first job, well, I had an internship at a television station in Decatur and found out fairly quickly that I realized that being on camera wasn't really probably my forte.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of a cutthroat business, and I'm not that aggressive. So I decided I liked being behind the camera a little bit more than being in front of the camera.
Okay.
So I started pursuing being a producer and director instead. So started looking for those jobs and was kind of at the right place at the right time. And the corporations started doing their own in-house video production companies, and Illinois Power there in Decatur just started up their
Okay.
video production in-house capabilities, and I became a producer and director, and also did some on-camera work for them. So it
Okay.
worked out very well.
At any point in that career, did you ever think I should write a movie or a TV show and direct it?
No, not really, because I'm, as you know, not real funny. So
You like to think you are.
yes, I think I am, but nobody else around me thinks I am. So.
You know, I had to say I wish I could be a fly on the wall in your neighborhood winery, and just see what you do, Mom, in those situations, because I feel like you're just what is it, like the ninth wheel that just sort of sits around and.
No, not really. She listens and makes appropriate and witty comments when
But nobody knows about it.
no, at the appropriate time.
At the appropriate time.
And then everybody's kind of shocked. It's like, ooh.
Cheryl just had a zinger. And Dad, you worked at up in Chicago for a little bit, right?
I did. Actually, my first job in insurance took me to Kenosha, Wisconsin.
Right.
And I worked out of that office for a couple of years. And then I moved down to Waukegan, Illinois, to a 2-man office. And we worked in the Lake County area in the suburbs of Chicago.
Okay.
And eventually moved to the regional office with Crawford and Company in Schaumburg.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you drove downtown quite a bit.
Yeah, I did handle claims kind of a wide area,
Right.
both downtown Chicago and Lake County and the burbs.
He
Okay.
handled the Cubs, the Chicago Cubs.
Oh yeah.
Wrigley Field.
WGN was a
Yeah.
client of ours.
Really?
Yes.
How did you? It's too bad you weren't a Cubs fan because that would have been a killer
That,
job.
it would have been awesome. Uh, but I used to go um, early in the afternoon and uh, do any of the investigation and work I needed at Wrigley Field, and then I would sit back in the chairs and watch batting practice.
Oh,
Pretty much.
really?
Yeah.
Did you ever get a free hot dog and stuff from the famous Wrigley Field?
Oh, I didn't.
He also had Great America, the Six Flags Great America.
Oh,
And we would go and ride the rides before the park opened, and he would make sure that, everything was running smoothly and that people wouldn't get hurt on the rides. So I used to go with him and go ride the rides, and then after we'd get done, like riding a roller coaster, your dad would say, "Okay, what'd you think? Did anything on that ride that would make you feel like you might get hurt?" And I was like, "I don't know, but that was fun. Let's go ride it."
You're not helping.
yeah.
Having fun.
Were you ever scared on that? Did you ever think, "Oh, wow, I could actually get hurt on one of these things"?
Not really. I know that. Six Flags is a reputable company, and their rides are pretty well built.
It was also like looking at the stairs, making sure that there wasn't a loose stair or stuff like that too. So,
Gotcha.
but I wasn't really paying attention to that. I was just going on the rides. So, your dad was working. I was going on the rides.
Obligatory statement: we are not sponsored here at Eat at Joe's by Six Flags or State Farm or country companies.
Or
But
country
if they would like to sponsor us, feel free. I have 20 views, so wide audience. Let's see. So, Dad, was that like a fun job for you? Because you didn't really like roller coasters much.
Oh yeah, I loved roller coasters.
You just
It
didn't
was
like the ones that spun.
It was you who
Right.
didn't like any of those rides.
Well, no, I'm not going on anything that has the potential of making me throw up.
Yeah. Well, you're right. I do not like spinning rides, and I would probably not done those.
Just thrown Mom up there and said, "Tell me how it runs."
She can handle the spinning rides. I can't.
Yeah.
But roller coasters, yeah, I love roller coasters.
Yeah, I was always the wuss. Although I did enjoy our trip to Holiday World, and for some reason you mix a roller coaster and put water on it, then I'll enjoy it.
Oh yeah, that was fun. That was a good vacation.
Yeah. Well, speaking of water, I think it's time for us to hear how you two met.
Oh, what's that water? Your mom, during the summer, worked as a lifeguard at Fairview Pool in Decatur, and had met one of my friends, Jeff Glosser, and we just one day decided to go swimming at Fairview Park, and Jeff Glosser pointed your mom out to me, and
Auga!
caw.
Yeah.
And the rest is history.
Yeah.
Oh, it was. I thought she was very beautiful, and I had heard good things about her prior to actually meeting her, and one thing led to another, and we eventually started dating.
Mom, is it or is it not true that Dad was the one that harassed you at the pool with splashing and?
I don't recall that.
He, when I was guarding the diving board area, he would go off the boards. He and his brothers, of course,
Yeah.
and Jeff Glosser would go off the boards and do all sorts of flips and, kind of do some crazy dives and stuff, and I just sit there and was amazed by everything that they could do. But other than
You're
that,
going to say you just sat there and shook your head.
yeah.
Don't try and embellish the story, Mom, for the
Yeah.
stream. Yeah.
I shook my head and thought, oh, these guys are nuts. They're crazy. But yeah, ended up that summer was probably one of the better summers I've ever had. All of us just used to hang out that whole summer. Your dad and I didn't date that first summer, but then the following summer he asked me out.
She was intrigued by another lifeguard at the pool.
I was intrigued, but we both thought we were dating other people, which neither one of us were, but we thought we were. And next summer, we just all hung out. It was just fun. We just, you know, just had a good time that summer. And then the following summer, your dad asked me out, and the rest was history.
Did you guys ever take like breaks or anything while you were in college, Mom? Or
breaks? What do you mean, like spring break or something?
No. Like you and Dad. Did you guys ever like take a break from dating for a while, or did you guys stay together until you guys got married?
My senior year, that year that we started dating, your dad, you know, had already done his senior year. He'd already experienced all of that. And I don't know, for some reason, I decided my senior year, I kind of wanted to just go and have some fun and
not worry about a relationship or anything.
Yeah. And so we kind of called it quits for a couple of months. And then I realized very quickly that, it wasn't all it was cracked up to be down at school and not have a boyfriend. And so we got back together very quickly and never looked back.
Well, thank you, because I wouldn't be here if you guys did. So, Mom, when you were at Murray State, did I know that your campus was a dry campus, correct?
Yes.
Now, I heard from the grapevine that you were the drink runner across state line or across county line. Now, is that or is that not true?
That's not true. I was not the drink runner, but they did have, even though it was a dry county, people did buy alcohol, like in Paducah, which was only about 40 minutes away, or Tennessee, which was only like 15 minutes away, and purchase alcohol, bring it back over. I was the DD. I was always the designated driver for everything that we did. But yeah, that's what you did. You bought the alcohol, and some kids actually put themselves through college by doing that, buy the alcohol and sold it there on campus.
Huh. They didn't. I'm guessing that was illegal to do on campus, but having alcohol was illegal to resell, there. But they had distilleries all over Kentucky, so it wasn't like it was. So there was still parties. There was still a lot that went on. It wasn't like, even though it was a dry county, there still was a lot that went on. Right.
It was a fun school. I had a good time.
Was it strictly moonshine that they got, or was it like?
No, they still went and bought beer and stacked their refrigerators and then sold the beer to people as well. But a lot of moonshine was at like the frat parties and things like that.
Right. Did you ever get into moonshine at all?
I tasted it. It was the strongest pure alcohol I have ever tasted in my entire life. But yeah.
I tell you what, that stuff that Matt brought and gave me after Shelbyville, that was good stuff.
The apple cinnamon?
Yeah, he got it from Andrew. He got it from Andrew Spencer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was good stuff.
It burns, I think. I didn't like it, but
that went down too easy.
At least the stuff I've tried.
It did go down pretty easy. Now, you guys, obviously, you had three boys, three sons and a dad. What was the best part about having three boys and no girls?
Oh, I think the good Lord knew what to give us. I think, well, I know he does because he's all good, but yeah, having three boys, it's not having children isn't easy by any means, but
Sure.
it's having three boys, I think, is easy because there's no drama. You guys just kind of, when you get in trouble or, you guys just kind of, I don't know, there's no arguments
No
really.
grudges, huh?
Yeah, no grudges, no,
Yeah.
if you got in an argument, it was done within a couple of minutes and you were fine. There's nothing.
You also had a sort of bad, like, I guess, baseline to go off of with the Holmeses up the street. I mean, if you
Yeah, no.
could, if one daughter family could have a grudge, that would be,
Well, there's no screaming. There's no,
yeah.
you guys just kind of, you were calm. You were, I don't know.
Well, I never had a history of being. I came from a family of six boys, and the youngest, my sister, was obviously a girl, but she was age-wise, she was so far behind me that I really didn't have a strong history of how girls were
Right.
growing up, and
And I,
so
I would say Aunt Kay is not much of your typical
uh,
girl, probably.
mainly because she had six brothers.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So for you, it was no big deal. The boys were normal.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, growing up with five, with five girls and one boy,
Yeah.
it was, a little bit different for me. There's no emotions, it was just kind of even keel in our house with you three boys.
Yeah.
So it was a little bit different for me. But yeah, it was, I don't know, I think it was,
I think it would have been a pleasure to have raised either
oh,
sexes.
yeah.
I mean, it, it was like your mom said, what God gave us, and um, we had no complaints.
Nope.
I think for sure now I now that Annalise is here, I can see a different uh I don't want to say a different side of dad, but like when I think about us growing up, I just can't really picture dad like or like any of us with like a girl in the family. And
Yeah.
uh I can see now that dad has handled Annalise very well, but I dad's just so laid back. I can't picture him with like a daughter for some reason.
A teenage daughter.
Yeah,
Yeah, that I couldn't see
well,
that.
I'm
I could
not sure how that would have put uh, definitely would have put more stress in my life, especially during the dating years and
Oh
whatnot.
yeah, yeah. I think that shotgun might have seen a little bit more light of the day.
Yeah, exactly. It had probably been hanging over the fireplace.
I
Now,
think having three boys was a lot of fun.
Yes, it
yeah,
was.
I think you guys probably had your hands cut out or your work cut out for you a lot of the time.
No, I think it was
Not
a lot of
really. It
fun.
was, yeah, it really was fun and a joy
Yeah.
to
Went way too
raise your kids.
fast.
Yeah.
Ugh, way too fast.
I think of the, I think of different stuff we did, just like carving pumpkins and
Yeah.
um, just playing football out in the front yard,
Yeah.
or
The camping trips
camping
and
trips and
yeah.
Indian guides, and
Yeah.
it was fun to do. I was being a kid myself, going
uh,
fishing.
when Matt was on last episode, and we were talking about with Jake, we were talking about our favorite childhood memories, and I brought up um, the bike riding and broom scenario. Uh, it obviously wasn't my favorite memory at the time, but now looking back on it, just sort of encapsulates my relationship with Matt and Drew when we were younger. Just little nanu, you can't hit me, and then as soon as that switch flipped, it was crying to the parents.
Oh, and I probably overstepped my bounds by going directly to Matt and Drew, even though you antagonized.
Yeah, you definitely should have just said suck it up. And,
Get back out on, get
yeah.
back on that horse.
Yeah.
Get out and on that bike.
Tell them they can't get it in the back spokes next
Yeah.
time. Now, you guys have any favorite stories of when you guys were kids? Something that just is always you've never forgot it.
Oh, mine is the adoption story that my sisters did for me. I was probably four or five,
Mm.
probably four, and my parents were out in the probably living room or so, and we played a lot of Barbie dolls in the back bedroom always. My sister Cindy and Kathy, and we were in the back room, and all of a sudden they thought it would be funny, but I didn't know it was, they were putting me on, but they decided to wrap up some Barbie doll clothes in newspaper and walked in singing happy birthday to me, even though my birthday's in November. This was like, I don't know, June, July or whatever.
Yeah.
And proceeded to sing happy birthday to me and gave me a ding dong and said it was my birthday. And I said, no, my birthday was in, November. And they said, no, that was the day they brought you home from the hospital or from the people that they adopted me from. But the day I was actually born was in whatever month this was, June or July. And they proceeded to tell me that I was adopted, and mom and dad didn't want to tell me yet. And I mean, it was this big, long couple of days that they did this. It wasn't like a one-day thing. It was several days that they proceeded to tell me I was adopted. And then finally my parents found out about it, and my mom, tried to explain to me that I wasn't adopted and, show me some baby pictures. Well, I was number 3 out of 6 children, and number 3, I'm only a year younger than my second sibling, and I guess they got tired of taking pictures of me since I was so close in age to my second sister, and there were no baby pictures of me. And they couldn't find any. And they showed me the birth certificate. Well, they called me Sherry at that time, and my birth certificate says Cheryl, not Sherry. So I thought, oh no, it's really not me. So they really were trying very hard.
They went all out.
Oh, yeah.
That had to have been Kathy's idea.
I don't know. I think it was Cindy's, actually.
I could just see those two after they couldn't find any baby pictures. We rest our case.
Yeah. Just leave it at that.
Yeah. So, yes, I remember that very well. After that incident, that's when they started calling me Cheryl more than Sherry. So.
And Grandma knew to take more baby pictures after that.
Yeah. How about you, Dan?
Oh gosh, I think probably one of the fondest memories growing up was just like during the summer, how as a family we went out and did stuff. We would eat dinner, and then everybody we'd make phone calls and just tell everybody we're heading to. We had an empty field behind our house. They were going to go out and play softball, and everybody would meet out at the field, and we would play softball
Yeah.
until the sun went down.
Yeah.
Mom would pitch, or mom or dad would pitch. Sometimes mom played first and dad pitched, but they would never bat.
Yeah.
And we just pick up sides and just have a lot of fun.
Yeah. See, with us, you would bat and just knock it out of the park and just say, "Woo! That's how it's done."
Go get that.
Yeah. Bring it back here. I need to keep on practicing.
That's not true.
No, of course not. Now, I told Mom that I'm gonna have to have you tell this story. I have you tell it every meeting or like time we sit out with the neighbors. Am I to believe that you had put explosives in my grandfather's face?
I don't know if you can call it explosive. Yeah, I wasn't. As I think back on it more and more, it wasn't a very. I didn't think things through too well, but yes, I did put a lady finger. Well, my dad used to smoke cigarettes.
Yeah.
He would buy a can of tobacco, and he had a machine that would roll a cigarette.
Mm-hmm.
We always had fun doing that. We would always say, "Hey, Dad, can we make some cigarettes?" And of course, he'd let us do it. Well, I had a, I guess, a wild hair up my butt, and thought it was a good idea. I had found a little lady finger.
Yeah.
After 4th of July, and I was just saving it because we never did buy fireworks or firecrackers when growing up. So when we found one, you kind of waited for a good special time to light it off.
Right.
Well, I probably got this idea from watching cartoons, but I decided to roll Dad a cigarette, but put that lady finger inside. And I actually hand delivered the cigarette to him.
Should have said, "Hey, Randy, get over here."
Yeah.
And because I kind of wanted to be there when he lit it.
Yeah.
So he did, and he was smoking it for the longest time, and nothing happened. I thought, oh gosh, this thing's going to be a dud. About that time, it exploded, and I have to say it was pretty funny to see the paper from the cigarette and the tobacco up in my dad's hair and everything.
Just like the cartoons.
Just like the cartoons. And the look on his face, but then afterwards things went down pretty quick. I regretted it tremendously for that.
Until the pain subsided.
Pardon me?
Until the pain subsided.
Yeah, I tell you, I deserved everything I got.
Looking back now,
Yeah.
at the time, did you think that?
Oh yeah.
Did you?
Um,
You knew it was right.
I knew I was gonna get whooped.
God.
I hope my dad found a little bit of humor in it as well.
Yeah. I look forward to the day to ask him.
Yes, I do as well.
Did you ever talk to him about it before he passed away?
No, I really didn't. I probably should have.
Yeah.
Maybe I was afraid of what else what I was gonna get.
35 years old, still getting the belt.
Yeah.
And second thought, Roger, get over here.
Yeah.
I don't know why I keep bringing this story up.
Oh gosh, it's just my favorite story of you as a kid. Just the cojones it took to even think about attempting that. Just
I don't know. I think it's a lack of forethought.
Oh my.
No, Mom, did you have any mischievous stories when you were a kid?
No, I was a perfect angel.
Yeah, we all know that.
Yeah, right. No, I mean, not anything like what your dad
Well,
did. There,
don't try and compare yourself to that family. Uh,
no, no.
I heard a couple of stories.
No, you did.
let's hear it.
No, let's not.
Well, one involved getting your mouth slapped.
Oh, yeah, 'cause I rolled my eyes at my dad. That was
Oh, wow.
the minute I rolled them, I knew.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that you always know when you did something,
Yeah.
that you shouldn't have. Yeah, my dad was talking to me and I didn't particularly care what he was saying. I was in high school
Sure.
and rolled my eyes as he was talking to me. Yeah, that wasn't a good one. So,
I can't picture Grandpa doing that.
well, yeah, I tested him though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I
What
just Grandpa now just I mean, I guess there is one time that I could see him not being a pushover. Like normally he is. Like I think Grandma has that influence on him, just with grandkids for sure. But like when we were at the state fair, and uh, I was a young little jerk, and, and
twerp.
yeah, twerp, in layman's terms. I and I mean, we never went to the fair to go on rides or anything like that, and
Right.
it didn't matter that we weren't on rides. We were still having the time of our lives. But there was one time that we went, and I saw everyone doing like the zip line and like the little ski lift to get around, and I was just like, Grandpa, I want to go on a ride. And he's like, No, not this time, buddy. And I just kept pushing him on it, and uh, he came back and said, "Now we're." I mean, it wasn't like anything like bad, but he just said like, "We're in charge, and while we have you, we're as respected as your parents." And I was like, "Oh, yep, you got that right." And after that, I never brought up the rides again. So
Yeah. Well, good.
Yeah,
yeah,
he did it very well.
Yes.
he was. It is. Other than that, I don't.
No matter back when it happened, because you'd have gotten the belt.
Yeah, I. I'm trying to think of the times that I actually did get the belt, and I can't.
I don't think you ever did.
No, I definitely did. I can't remember what for.
Your dad
I
didn't
never,
do that.
I don't think I ever used a belt. Now I used an open hand on occasion, but I don't think I ever used a belt.
No. Mm-mm. Because
I
that's
feel like I
not.
did.
No,
You
you
did?
did not.
I feel like I did.
I don't
Okay,
think so.
maybe I did.
I mean,
Well,
obviously I earned it. It wasn't like it was like a
no,
for nothing thing, but like
No.
I feel like I remember, and maybe not. I don't know. I just remember my ass hurting. So
No. That was.
now, now I would slip on some brass knuckles every once.
What are your viewers gonna think?
he gave us those sock and boppers. He put on brass knuckles
Yeah.
and said, "Let's
Yeah.
go."
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Oh
Now,
god.
Yeah, those sock and boppers. What was I thinking?
You thought they're gonna fight anyways. Might as well give them some cushion to.
Oh,
we should
jeez.
have taught you guys how to tape up your hands and
Yeah.
put stocking caps on.
Yeah.
Looking back on it now, like I'm glad I swam and everything, but like I'm trying to think of what I would be if I like did boxing when I was younger. Like if I would be more like toned and like able to actually beat someone up.
No, that's not the purpose.
Yeah, boxing, that's
No,
not how any of this
this
works.
works.
That's not how this works.
That's not how any of this works.
You
Oh,
just see those kids, that are on Facebook and they're like 5 years old and their dads are like teaching them combos and everything. and I'm like over there sitting under the easel taking a shit. And
Oh my gosh. Too much information.
So, are you saying if we would have strapped on some boxing gloves, you would have went in the toilet a lot earlier?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Ha,
Man,
I'll have to let Drew know.
yeah, real.
Yeah.
Put some gloves on Anna.
She'd use those suckers.
Yeah, she would. On Clifton.
Yeah. She's starting to. I'm no longer. Oh gosh, what's the name? She always called me some other name whenever I FaceTimed them, but
Mimi?
yeah, it's something that starts with an M, but like,
Natty. Or,
yeah,
yeah.
I think that was it. And she's finally starting to say Joe.
Really?
Yeah. Not
Aw.
Uncle Joe though. I need some respect. But
We're going out there this weekend. Can't wait.
are you?
Yeah.
Nice. Are you guys leaving on Friday?
Yeah.
Okay. Goodness, how long are you guys staying?
Just till Sunday.
Jeez. I mean I love them, but that's a long drive for a couple days.
Not for grandkids. No, who?
Don't tell
For you?
Drew I said that. Actually, I'm more scared of Emily anymore. Don't tell Emily I said that.
She gonna listen to this?
I don't know. We'll find out. Just get a text later on this week.
Really?
Oh, so you don't like my kids?
Yeah, probably not good to expand on that.
Yeah, let's move topics. Oh gosh. Actually, I don't have any more scripted questions to ask. Those were my scripted ones.
Okay.
So, can we ask a question?
It's never been done, but let's go.
Take over this show.
Yeah, go for it.
So, what was your fondest memory?
My
Growing-
fondest memory growing up. I've told you guys this before, but I have a hard time remembering my childhood. Like I know it was good, and I know there's things that we did, but I can't remember like specific things. Um,
That's sad.
no, I mean I can remember like stuff that we did, but I can't remember like, oh, there's this one time where we went to the baseball field and like did this. Like I can't remember that kind of stuff, but I remember like our family vacations, and I remember,
That counts.
yeah, I guess I remember uh, all the stuff you and me did, Mom, when Matt was in kindergarten.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet you that was fun.
Oh, yep, okay. So going to Funk's Grove,
Yeah.
that was fun. That was, and I think one of my favorite pictures of being a kid was
Yeah.
at that the church there.
Yep.
We used to go
I,
to when I Matt was Matt in first grade
kindergarten.
then, or
He might have been in first grade
'cause I
because,
feel like we needed more
yeah,
than just a half a day to go to Funk's Grove.
right. Probably was in first grade because we brought our lunch out there that day.
Right. Yeah, that
So,
was a fun time.
yep. Yeah, you've had a lot of one-on-one time with your mama.
I did. I made her quit her job.
No, you quit before
No, I quit when he went to kindergarten.
you went back.
I went back.
Right.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I went back to work. When you went, no, I went back.
I was like 10 years old when you went back.
Yeah, when he went to fourth grade. That's when I went back.
You
Full
were working
time.
at Bugnes when
Well,
I was a kid.
and then I went half days, um, when you were up until you were in fourth grade.
Yeah.
Then I went full time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you ever have a favorite project when you were working, Mom? Like, are there any ones that you just thought, oh, yeah, that was a really fun project?
Um, oh, I've had quite a few of them, but I think gosh, I can't remember the singer though. The one that I went down to Gatlinburg. Um, he's
Yeah. Yeah, it's just one name.
yeah,
Oh, was it the hip hop dude?
yeah,
I
Wasn't
think
it
so.
P Diddy?
not P. Diddy. Can't remember his name now, but he's from Gatlinburg.
Okay.
Uh, Chattanooga.
Oh, Chattanooga. I'm sorry. You're right. Chattanooga. I can't think of his name now. But we went down there and
Usher.
Usher. That's it.
That's right.
Yeah. That was a great project to be on. That was fun.
Did you ever get to meet him?
No, I did not meet him.
Oh.
No,
About Rogers.
I didn't get to meet
Aaron.
him though. But all of those, yeah, those television spots and just, yeah, just the little, some of the little things that TV spots that local TV spots
No,
that I
it
was
wasn't
involved
Aaron
in.
Rodgers. It was the pitcher.
Oh yeah, that
Rizzo.
no, Chicago Cubs, Jake Arrieta.
Oh.
Meet him, and that was a very cool spot that I got to work on because I was right on the Chicago Cubs field, and
Right.
you know, got to work hand in hand. That was cool. That was a very cool project.
Yeah. You've had a lot of good opportunities.
Yeah, I have. Working there in creative services as long as I have, I've had a lot of different roles and a lot of different opportunities and different projects, and
Yeah.
I've been very, very blessed. And my goodness, they've given me part-time work. They've given me freelance work. They've given, just a lot of, they've been very good to me.
Yeah.
So,
Companies do that when they have a good employee.
you know, it's been good.
Good.
Only a few more years so that I get to retire.
I just make sure your bosses don't hear this.
Yeah.
I've found so when I was a kid, did you guys ever think I was gonna go into like teaching or chemistry? Was there any times they were just like, yeah, that's something he would do?
Oh yeah. In high school, I knew you were going to do something with, well, I shouldn't say, oh yeah. I knew you were going to do something with kids, I thought.
Yeah.
Know what it was going to be, but I knew you were going to do something with kids.
What made you think that?
Just because of how your relationship and how you dealt with the kids. I just knew you were going to do something.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I'm doing it.
He
What were you saying, Dad?
had no idea, he said.
Fair.
I really have no idea what direction any of you guys would.
Oh, I
have.
knew Matt was going to do something with art. You didn't think so?
No, I always thought he was big in math and wanted to be an engineer, which that's fine. But I didn't think graphic design would be his
No?
career.
I feel
I thought
like
he did
he's
something.
got his niche now. I think he
Yeah.
definitely.
I thought he'd do some type of engineer, like a technical engineer or something where you could use his design work. I always thought he'd do something with design.
Yeah, but that's too structured, I think.
Yeah.
He's a free spirit. He needs to be given room to
Oh.
grow.
Don't clip his wings.
Don't clip his wings.
And Matt will be listening to this too.
Oh, what did he say?
Shut up, old man.
Oh my.
Well, I think we're up almost at our hour time limit. So I
Okay.
want to thank you guys for joining us on this episode 3. It's been
Yep.
very fun, very insightful, and thank you guys for listening. And hopefully, tell us what you've been eating in the comments section so we can maybe try some new things next time. Uh, Tune in next time. I think the next episode is going to be me and Jake arguing about Destiny 2. So if you want to know the pros and cons of that video game, please join in. And thanks for stopping by. Thanks again to my mom and dad.
Thanks for having us.
All right. Catch you guys, guys.
Bye.